How you doing? This is Darlene. I am with Facebook. No, I'm not. Woo! This is a great way to start the show off. I am with Featherweight Doctor. You might be viewing me on Facebook. I am not with Facebook. Wow, 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 wow. Welcome. It's Wednesday evening, and I decided to forego a guest this evening, and I thought we could talk about Hostess Gifts since we are knee deep into the holiday season, and it is time to start thinking about that kind of stuff. You know, for the last couple of years in COVID Christmases, we haven't been able to be with our friends and family, and now that there's some loosening up of regulations and all of that fun stuff, we are now able to be together. So it is time to start thinking about those little homemade gifts that people who do not know how to thread a needle would love. So if you're looking for some good ideas, this is the show for you. I am hoping that my community, my tribe here has some good ideas themselves. You ladies are never short of a good idea. Let me pull up my feeds. I want to say hi to some friends and then we can get going. So, all right. So it has been a busy week this week. We've added some new products to our website. First and foremost, we have new stylus. It's actually like a sewing multi-tool. It has a seam ripper and a stylus in it. They are hand turned by a friend of mine here in town. He's a local artisan. Oh gosh, sorry, that was loud. They look like this. This is the acrylic ones. We have some different acrylic colors and some wood ones. They are very cool. They double-ended, so you have the stiletto or the stylus and then the seam ripper on the other side. These are now up and available. Great stocking stuffers, Christmas ideas for people that sew in your life. The other thing, we got our fourth screwdriver, which has been sitting on a ship outside of the US for, well, let's just put it this way. I ordered them in September before we opened. So we now have the perfect screwdriver. My favorite screwdriver is now back in stock. It is available on the website. We also have, let's see, oh, a new book. We just put a new book on. Alex Anderson is one of my very first quilting teachers via a written page. I've never met her in person. She is a phenomenal instructor, and we now have her beginning quilting book available on the website for purchase. It's going to be part of a class I'm teaching here, and I purchased a couple extra ones in case any of my online community is looking for a gift or to pick up quilting. And then the other thing that we have back in stock are our aprons. So those are back in. I'm going to say hi to some friends and then we're going to get going. So let's see, I see Facebook is up, but I have not brought up YouTube yet. Let's see, let's go to studio. How's everybody doing? Is everybody having a good week? I'm having a great week. I mean, leaps and bounds better than last week. We have not been to the emergency room this week. Andy's blood pressure has stayed relatively low. It's all in perspective these days. I mean, it's not great, but it's much better. Bernadette, what color? So I think I may have sold out of the white sip and sew glasses. Bernadette, oh, Soshi's on. Hi, Soshi. But the green ones are available. The green dual logoed ones. All right, so we have Polly's on from UK. Hi, sweetheart. Gloria Ann is here from Northern Ontario. Elizabeth is on from Indiana. Hi, Elizabeth. And then we have Rhonda's on from North Dakota. Oh, you met Alex Anderson? Whoa, I would seriously nerd out. Like Tula Pink nerd out. That woman is a legend. She's a legend. I mean, has been around. Well, heck, I've been a quilter for 26 years. She was writing and teaching 26 years ago. She's a legend. All right, let's say hi to some friends here. We've got Debbie on from Kentucky. Oh, a light snow dusting. Yes, we've been getting light snow dustings all day long today. Kathy Harris is on from Snohomish. Hi, Kathy. Merry Christmas to you too. Nancy's on from Lake Stevens. Linda's on from Tennessee. Sandy Reese is on from New Hampshire. Hi, guys. Oh, I can keep the snow, Kathy. Thanks. I appreciate that. Judy's on from Kansas. Hi, Judy. Odie's on. Bernadette is on. Linda Wood is on. Becky's on from Kennydale. Mel and Joe are on. Hi, guys. Kathy Lynn is on from East Texas. Kathy's on from SoCal. Bonnie's on. Franny's on. Oh, Franny's here. Look out, everybody. Jenna's on from New Jersey. Hi, Jenna. Thanks for joining us tonight. Judy P's on. She had great 10 a.m. class 3 days. Oh, I did not know that. That you're talking about Alex Anderson has a 10 a.m. class 3 to week. That's great. 3 times a week. Perfect. Bonnie Pelton said, oh, she's met her at the Chicago Quilt Show. Very cool. Oh, Jenna, you're jealous of the snow? I'm happy to send it your way. Reagan is still learning how to drive in the snow. She has not quite picked it up yet. All right, let's see. Sandy Martin jumped on. Hi, guys. Let's see. My son is, I think he's doing okay in Hawaii. We haven't heard from him. I have seen the crazy weather out there. He's a pretty resilient guy. I'm sure he's good. Oh my gosh, Sandy Martin, are you serious? She comes into your local quilt shop? I would lose my composure. Totally lose my composure. Missy is at the Santa's Wrapping Center in Redmond. I'm glad we can fill your time while your gifts are being wrapped. Polly says, unfortunately, I'm back to sheltering in again due to, oh, no, which means even more sewing a face mask again, as well as other bits. Oh, no. Polly, we're thinking about you. Please be careful. Please be careful. Patty's on from California. Oh, my goodness, that's cool. Jenna says, I'm in Maine. The snow here in New Jersey doesn't compare. Yeah, I bet Maine snow would be worse. I'll bet. Let's see here. Okay, friends. So one of my other big announcements tonight is that I am finally getting around to adding all of the machines onto the website that I hoarded. Oh, I'm sorry. Ray is adding the machines. She goes, to the website that I have been hoarding since opening, and it's time to find these little sugars homes for Christmas. So they're home for the holidays. I have some 1952s, 1954s, I believe a white 1964, and my 1934 school bell is going to find a new home for Christmas. So one of my favorite machines in my collection is, her name is Mary. She is a second production run ever, 1934. Fastest machine I've ever sewed on. Would go toe to toe with any modern machine. She is spectacular stitcher. I need her to find a new home because I have procured another school bell that looks like the dog shoot on it. And Andy's going to paint her green for me. She's going to be my green machine. So I do not need 2 school bells. So Miss Mary is going to find herself a new home. If you are looking for a very, very, very old, fantastic stitcher, all of the original parts, including the green box and the green case, then contact me and I will give you the details. Odie says, how do we order the lone screwdriver? I think I don't have access right now. Ray, are you online by any chance?
No, I'm adding the machine right now.
Okay, she can't tag it. If you go to the website and look under how does Odie find the lone screwdriver?
She just goes to maintenance and tools on the website.
Maintenance and tools on the website, and you can scroll down.
Is it on Facebook? I'll take care of it.
Yeah, it's on Facebook. Hi, Peggy. Okay. So tonight, that's my big announcement. I'm a little tiny bit heartbroken, but honestly, I will be thrilled if she goes to someone in the tribe. So at least I know you guys will take care of her. And then my machine will be ready this spring sometime. So the 3 hostess gifts that we're going to talk about tonight, I'm going to show you what I've made, and then we're all gonna, it's going to be spectacular. My green machine. I cannot even wait. Okay, Ray just tagged it for you, sugar. All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about here in the great Northwest Tundra for great stocking stuffers are hand warmers, homemade hand warmers. So this is just a small pouch that I made. I have rice in here and a couple of drops of essential oil So it smells awesome. So we're going to talk about this one. These are great little pocket hand warmers that you can warm up in the microwave for like 20 seconds. Is that right, babe? The hand warmers? Yeah, 20 seconds. And then it stays warm in your pocket and you can hang on to them, and they're reusable, which is great. Keeps things out of the landfill. And it cost me literally like a quarter cup of rice maybe, and 2 4.5-inch squares of fabric. So no problem. We can totally do that. Will you name the green machine before it's painted? Oh, that's a tough question. I don't know, Odie. Oh no, yeah, Odie asked that, right? Yeah, I don't know, girl. I don't know what I want to name her. That's such a good, I didn't even think about a name. Holy moly. I haven't even seen her yet. I had a friend, I bought her out of state. And, oh, I forgot about that. I have another machine too. We have another machine we need to add to the website. I bought a pre-war out of Phoenix this last weekend. So that I do, if anybody's looking for the scrolly face and the chrome hand wheel, I have one of those available also. Am I going to call her Grinch? I don't know about that. What shade of green? Okay. My favorite shade of green is like frog green, not lime, more like grass green, but I don't think I'm going to have sparkles in it, but I think the paint is going to be kind of pearly. And we'll do Anne of Green Gables. That's a good one. We'll do black decals. Okay. Odie's saying we need to do a name drawing. I totally agree. Like my Charlotte, that's how we named my tan machine, was as a tribe. Hi, Cindy and Jen. How's it going? Grinch. Let's see. Snowy Upper Peninsula, Michigan. Is that where you live? Snowy Uppy Berlin. See, I've got snow too. It's been snowing on and off here all day. Apparently, that's just what it does here, is it snows every day. Lucky me. So we're going to talk about hand warmers. We are going to talk about, do you guys, I buy these like candy at Walmart, these little tissue containers, but if I just put this in my purse, eventually all the tissues come out and get dirty, and then that's not cool. So we are going to talk about making a cover. This is a Christmas cover for your tissues. This is a great stocking stuffer, hostess gift for the grandkids. We're going to talk about that. Kermit! Oh, I like that. Odie, I like that. That's a good one. Ivy. Gosh, you guys are good. Ivy's really a good name too. Judy P, you're in good company. It was snowing here about an hour ago, but it stopped now. Green Mean Machine. She's not going to be mean. She better be a good stitcher, unlike my polka dot machine. And then my favorite hostess gift of all, the wine bag. So we are going to talk about that tonight, the wine bag. So those are our 3 hostess gifts we're talking about tonight. 80 degrees in Texas, Linda? Really? Oh, you should call the new machine Eve, like Christmas Eve. I like that too. You guys are full of good ideas. Green with a light dark shimmer shift. Yes, that's exactly what it's going to look like, my friend. Gloria Ann says, I've been sewing for over 50 years. For the first time ever, I've had fabric stretch out. It's a table runner from your so long. Is there a way I should fix or... Uh-oh. What do you mean you had it stretch out? I've had fabric stretch out. It's on the table runner from your so long. Is there a way I should fix, or should I start to cry now? Don't cry. We can fix it. I've been sewing first time ever. I've had fabric stretch out. What do you mean by stretch out, Gloria Ann? You mean like bleed? Wine glass space cover so people don't mix. Yes, those are another good. I almost did that tonight, but I didn't think we had time for more. I like to give coasters with the wine. Oh, that's a good idea, Peggy. Like matching coasters. Good idea. All right, let's get started. So I wanted my wine bag to not go all the way to the top. So I cut my squares. I was very purposeful about this. I've got red. I'm using the Thatched from Moda line. Red on the inside, green on the outside, so it's interchangeable. I cut my squares to 5.5 by 12.5. So those are my bags. That's my bag size. If you wanted to go taller than the bottle of wine, then I would go 14 and a half, so it's up over the top. I wanted mine to be so that the top stuck out of the bag. I wanted that on purpose. Let's see here. Fabric was perfect when sewn, but stretched out when pressing. Can you not trim it down? The perfect when sewn, but stretched well. Do you have a steam setting to shrink it back up again? You don't put the iron down on it. You just steam the goodness out of it. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Instead of, you can also wet it and then iron it dry. That might steam it up. Okay. Or you could need a light stabilizer to keep things kind of in the right size that you cut it to. Hi Lisa, how's it going? All right, so let's get started. Actually I wanted to try something real quick. I'm gonna play a video real fast for you because everybody was asking about puppy pictures. Denise currently has a 10-week-old Chesapeake Bay Retriever along with her 2-year-old Chesapeake Bay Retriever. Hi, Jake Anderson. I hope Florida is treating you well. Hi, Karen from Ohio. How's it going? All right, so I'm going to try this because I've never done this before. So let's see. This is Denise's puppies. Oh, it's working. Cute. So that's her chocolate, Kai, and then there's the baby. Isn't he cute? He's so cute. All right, so there we go. There's Denise's puppies. Can I ask everybody a question? Could you hear what I was saying when the video was playing, or does it just play the soundtrack of the video? Oh my gosh. Don't iron, just press. Right, Peggy. Right. All right. All right, so we are back at it. I need to join my cameras here. Hold on here. Dashboard. Doop, boop, boop. Okay, there we go. All right. So what we're going to do is I've cut out 4 triangles of 12.5 by 5.5. And again, if you want them to cover your whole wine bottle, do 14.5. Okay, good. Good. Thanks, guys. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my right sides together on my green, and I'm going to sew 3 sides. So I'm going to sew, leaving the top skinny end open. So I'm going to go down and sew a 1/4 inch seam on all 3 sides, leaving my short side open. I'm actually doing kind of a small 1/4 inch seam because I want to have enough room to turn it. Okay, so I've done the green. Now I'm going to do the red. Make a same thing, right sides together, sew around the 3 sides, leaving the top open. Oops, let's do this right, Darlene. Oh, do you like my Christmas nails, Lisa? I just got them done today. I love my nail person. She's spectacular. Actually, my sewing machine will look very similar to this without the sparkle. That's the right green. I am, yes, I still have the pink in my hair. It is washing out faster than I thought it was going to. What did I do with my scissors? Oh, they're hiding underneath fabric on my desk. That's a big shocker. Okay, now I'm going to turn the green one. It really doesn't matter which one you turn out, but I need to turn one of them right side out. Green in my hair? Probably not. Probably not, Peggy. Oh, before I turn it in though, I'm going to trim just my corners off so I can have a nice tight corner. So I've trimmed my corners here. So now I'm going to have a nice tight corner. You can use a pen or a pair of scissors to really poke out those corners to make sure you have a nice crisp corner here, like so, like so. So I'm going to turn one right side out, and then I'm going to put it inside my one that's still inside out. Like this. So I'm going to stick this inside here, like so. See what I did there? Like so. All right, so what I'm going to do is on my ends where I have my seam allowances, I'm going to just finger press them open so that my seam is nice and flat. When I start sewing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew, like starting here, and sew 3/4 of the way around, leaving a small hole open so I can turn my fabric back right side out. So I'm going to just come in here. I'm going to sew on the inside of my bag. Actually, I'm going to start just on the other side of the seam. I guess if you have pins, that would probably be helpful. Here I am without pins. I love those magic pins. I feel like they are just super sharp. Okay, so I'm just going to open up my inside seams here so that I get a nice flat. I don't want any bulk in my seam. Hi, Jen Jen. Thanks for joining us. All right. Okay, so I have both my seams open now, so I'm going to sew over. We are making Hostess Gifts tonight, Jen. Jen. Okay, both my seams are open there, and then I'm just gonna sew, and I'm gonna end with some I'm gonna forward and reverse the machine because I want to make sure that I don't undo anything when I come around to turn it right side out. Okay, so I've got this seam sewed now, and I'm gonna flip this inside out. Like this. No, Rogue's not here. George. Yes, magic pins are very thin. That's why I love them. Rogie's at home tonight. Ray has her dance class, so he'll be waiting for us a little bit longer than normal. All right, so I am going to then turn this in and put my red inside, the inside into the inside of the bag, the wine bag, like that. And then we have our finished all the way around. Now, if I had an iron, which I don't have an iron right here, I would press this, but I don't have. They do bend easy, yes, because they're so thin. Okay, so all I'm going to do right now is tuck those raw edges in, and I'm going to do one more seam, kind of close to the outside of the turn line there, like so. Okay, so I'm going to put this in here, and I'm just going to run a seam. Now, I very purposefully picked white thread because I thought I wanted you guys to see what I was doing. But you could have just as easily used a red or a green thread as an artistic appointment, but I wanted to use white so it could be seen. Designed a wine bag that was totally assembled on a serger. Nice! Had a quilted lining for insulation and padding. And the lining was shorter than the grape theme. Oh, that's so cool. I also did the boxed bottom corners. Very nice, Kathy. Peggy says, yesterday I sewed 15 mini stockings. Good Lord, girl. Lined the top as a cuff to turn down. Then they're going to some elderly ladies who can't get out and about and filling them with tea bags and honey sticks and a few candies. You're the best, Peggy. That's awesome. Good job, you guys. Do I need a seam rolly? I don't know what that is, Odie. Probably something to get my ends here turned around a little easier. Okay. Okay. There we are. Here's our little bag. So then I just paired mine with just a ribbon, a little satin ribbon here. And I just tied it around. And so that is one Hostess gift. What did that take me? Well, if I wasn't talking, it probably would have taken me 5 seconds. But you know me in the talking. All right, let's move on to our little tissue holder. I just honestly love these things. I always find a way to give them away. So you can buy these little tissue packs at Walmart, 3 for 99 cents. And then it all takes a 3.5 inch by 5.5 inch, square of fabric, and you've got your tissue holder. What I did was you need three 3.5 by 5.5 inch squares. So on this next one that I'm going to do, I've got my sweater fabric. This is my back side. And then I cut 2 identical 3.5 by 5.5 inch squares. So I've got 2 of these, and then I folded them in half lengthwise so I didn't have any raw edges. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the right side up of my backing and the right side up of my split in the top, and I'm going to put these right on top of each other like so. And then I'm going to sew around all 4 corners. I'm going to clip the little corners, not into the sew line, but clip the corners and then turn them right side out. And I've got an adorable Christmas themed little tissue holder, which works so well for Hostess gifts and for grandkids and all the things. And again, I realize I'm talking to my tribe here, so we all know how to thread a needle, but let's face it, people who don't know how to thread a needle get excited when you say you made anything, like anything, because they are so impressed that you know how to thread a needle. I am doing a scant 1/4 inch here. I'm not doing a full 1/4 inch. I suppose if you didn't want to make it as snug to the tissue holder, the plastic outer side of the tissue package, you could easily have made the fabric slightly bigger and then taken a deeper seam. I don't think this is going to see, you know, it's not like it's going to see a bunch of action. That's right, Polly. Nothing beats our feather weights for getting those perfect edge stitches. Okay, I'm going to clip my corner so I can have a nice tight corner. I'm not clipping my sewn stitches. I'm just clipping the so that I can turn nice and easily. Oh, that's so nice, Lisa. She made these last year. So I'm just going to poke these out here like this. I'm going to use my little duck-billed scissors here to get a nice point. By the way, speaking of scissors, did you guys see the new Tulip Pink scissors? That woman open my wallet and take all of my money. It is gorgeous. They're black and gold. All right, so here we go. This is our finished little thing. What was this? 4 little seams. Poke it in one end. And then here we go. Come on. Those are so cute. I had one of these back in the day when I was part of just a thriving guild. I had someone give me one of these. This was probably 15 years ago, and I still have it in my purse. It's green, I know. Big shocker for everybody. But I just buy tissue refills, and I keep using the same, the same little bag. Okay, so that's Hostess gift number 2. What size for the tissue holders? Oh, 3.5 inches by 5.5 inches. You need 3 rectangles, Linda. 2 of the upper fabric, whatever the opening is going to be, 2 of these, and then 1 for the back. All right, let's go on to our next one, which is the handmade hand warmers. I could form a thought, I promise. I realize for those of you that live in Florida and Arizona, you think this is silly. But take it from someone who just recently moved to a mountain town and I am freezing my tail off. These are spectacular. You put rice in them, like regular old cheap rice for $2 from Walmart. And then I used a drop or 2 of essential oils. I'll show you how we made them. And you can warm these up for 20 minutes in the microwave and then throw them in each one of your coat pockets on your way to your car. Perfect. Perfect. So what I did was I cut out some 4.5 inch squares. I've got my same little sweater fabric here, 4.5 inch square. And then I'm going to put, this is my ugly sweater one. I'm going to put right sides together and I'm going to sew 3 seams. So 1, 2, 3. Basically going to make a pocket leaving the top open is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to just, again, sew my little now, for those of you with the AccuQuilt, I would just like to point out that you can cut a 4.5 inch square by 6 at a time with your AccuQuilt Go. And if for those of you who, I know some of you were messaging me and you looked at that and you got the cube, I can guarantee you have a 4 inch square in your cube. So think about how fast you could assembly line these for making a bunch of them. Okay, so I sewed 3 sides, And I have an open top at the, like a pocket here. We're gonna flip it around here in a second, like so. But before that, I'm gonna cut these two corners, again, to have a nice clean corner, turn, like that. And now I'm gonna turn it around. And I'm just gonna use my fingernails to get a nice corner on those. Okay, so now I basically have a pocket. Again, if I had an iron, I'd probably press this down a bit, but I don't have an iron right here. So exactly. 30 seconds, 20 seconds. What are we talking about? The wine cover measurements, George, are this one, and I wanted it short, so I only went 12.5 inches this way and 5.5 inches wide. But if you wanted it tall, you can go 14.5 inches. All right, so now I'm just using regular old inexpensive rice from Walmart. I have a little scoopy here, and I'm just gonna, maybe that's 1/4 cup of rice. You don't want to overstuff them because it makes it hard to, it makes it hard to close. Okay, so I have now poured my rice in, and now I'm gonna decide which oils I want to put in it, because I wish you guys had smell-o-vision, because I use clove on this one, and oh, it smells good. So I've got here some oils. I've got clove, Breathe Easy, which is like I don't know what this is actually, what's in here. And I do not have my glasses on and cannot read that small of. Ooh, that smells good. It's like eucalyptus. Smells eucalyptus-y. Is that an adjective? Sure, why not? And then I've got peppermint. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Peppermint keeps spiders away too. I'm just saying. Okay. So I think I'm gonna put some Breathe Easy in here. Eucalyptus. Awesome. Just gonna put like a few drops. Okay. Get any oil on Mary here. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold this edge in about 1/4 inch, like so, and I'm going to just finger press these, like that. And then I'm going to just sew just slightly off the edge, like Polly was saying, to close up the back, just like that. If I was being fancy, I probably would sew all the way around, but honestly, that would just be a visual thing. It doesn't, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that either. You guys are so fun. Let's see, Polly says, if you use essential oil in these, won't that make them heat? Oh, my microwave did not, because it's only a couple drops, so it's not like it's that big of a deal. So it didn't make my microwave smell funny at all. And let's see here. Mice do not like peppermint. Did not know that. I knew spiders didn't. Peggy says, love peppermint, but some lavender. Okay, lavender is what my husband said would be good. That's funny. Okay. Yeah, so lavender would also work. Oh my gosh, you guys, that smells so good. All right, so there you go. There's our little Hostess gifts. So we've got hand warmers, we've got tissue holders, and we've got my favorite, of course, the wine bottle holders. You guys can choose to make them seasonal like I did, or you can use some regular fabric. I think it's always fun to kind of pair your fabric up to your who you're making it for. Let's see. There. So there you go. There are some Hostess ideas. Friday is going to be our sip and sew. Reagan and I are going to be I didn't know that mice didn't like Irish Spring soap, really. Um, Eucalyptus and spearmint is a famous stress reliever and smells marvelous. Could have used that last week, Gloria Ann. Yes, it is a great idea for shut-ins to brighten their day. You guys are great. Thanks for joining me tonight. I hope that everybody has a good rest of your week. We will hang out again on Friday. More work is going to continue on that table runner. I'm going to try to have Ray have all of her cutting done by this Friday because I want to start sewing this week because we're going to be putting this together over the course of the next, the weeks leading up to Christmas. And I also want to do the quilting on camera too. So with that in mind, if you are following along with us for the Christmas or holiday table runner projects on Friday, please have all your cutting done by this week because we're going to actually start to assemble. How does that sound? All right, fun friends. Keep the keeping the camper to keep the mice out of the camper. That's such a good idea. Very cool. All right, well, have a great rest of your week. I look forward to seeing everybody on Friday at 4 o'clock Pacific right here on Facebook and YouTube. I hope everybody is having a great holiday season and you're getting to spend time with friends and family, which we haven't got to do for a very long time. So, SEW, have a great night. I will look forward to seeing